Okay, abusua ba ma kwa ba sonko so ade ba POG Media so. Abusua yembonra yensemu. Suspended Chief Justice Torkornoo abusua asisi a ija egu ne chemu no ama asisi a no endra oko shia 5-member committee ama investigations no course na abusua opie free hono or say 5 members committee no omo touching adwin like mental problem bi ensensem bi a Chief Justice Torkornoo kano anye asemketwa nti odemrika edisun abawrem Supreme Court say Supreme Court for no omomboa no omonso ye no na asema ato no wo saa committee ni ho no ogira ho nyina na dwene mu nyina ahyehye no na abusua okoko pie mu e Supreme Court onso a judges for say maame yenti wasem bia ko ne ko face omo one our cancer the law is the law into adentina o akona se wo umpen for to one say aden omo intimidate omo kansem bia like ensem no pra won ti ase ama wadwene mu ye obebrebe Supreme Court for no masa omo abone ni omo atu egu a enye asem keto akra ye be pese be makwa akoti ensem a ekoso e wo political highway so medamase
somebody say osno maame ye ni interview about nyoma bi a waya constitution e kire say e wo say etoto na no constitution e kire de yenye e na constitution no a kire ye e na president any council of state ye nyina ye di so enti week mu nyina no so munima osno maame anopa bia no ye ne kira dakem ne atoto na no e wo kokoam enyimbre de abeto dwane say osno maame akasa na de osno maame ka e wo interview na siri nyina no o say suspended Chief Justice claims that for muntie me pa. Suspended Chief Justice claims she was subject to mental torture at committee hearing. Suspended Chief Justice claims she was subjected to mental torture at committee hearing in new suit. That for asemwe de modu na so meka. Yes, Madam Torkornoo, former Chief Justice ayatoto na no nyome bi a oyeye no. And wotuna num tuo o say eye committee na okohia omo no opeso ka kire Ghana for say broni fra bibi mental torture o say omo de na adwene o so omo de afa nwuram che say o kan o say na nisisum na so sibi omo busa the questions na amana bodam o say I say obi agya ne nan egu ni tiri so o say omo de ni tiri afa mram ni watutu no man to ayehye yaka say mental torture o se na adwene no sibia na sorry mo eye omomte committee ni so no ebusa ne nsema emu odin no ama na adwe aye prekesen etu bi agimi aye se tu gimi wanya mental torture et se obi edi sebio ekuma egina ne tirimu pa ne tirimu o se ama aye se wabodam o se aye se questions ebusa no o se sibia omde questions ni puopu ano no above the trim and your friend mental torture into busa sofo ya obeka kire.
Amen. Ghana lawyers so we 50 wo 5 na WhatsApp wo 45 ni ye yufuslam no gu mayim Ewade san wa yareba wa yayal. Amen. Ka say come on na mo WhatsApp wo Yesu bogem. Amen. Ghana lawyers so we 50 wo 5 na WhatsApp wo 45 ni ye yufuslam no gu mayim Ewade san wa yareba wa yayal. Amen. Ka say come on na mo WhatsApp wo Yesu bogem. Amen. Ghana lawyers so we 50 wo 5 na WhatsApp wo 45 ni ye yufuslam no gu mayim Ewade san wa yareba wa yayal. Amen. Ka say come on na mo WhatsApp wo Yesu bogem. Amen. Ghana lawyers so we 50 wo 5 na WhatsApp wo 45
Madam Torkornoo say the CEO eye committee na se no amana bodam mental torture minim de omde ye no ho adan mu bia bibi so kire na ana mo ne ye eye kofini ama ana se obi butu wo de na si wo ho momma mu nchechire mu nchire a mama me maame eno adole eye Torkornoo enya mental torture adai mu bia mu zepo ho ana e de na si a wo made wahu a e ma ultimate nda sisi na ni so yi enti madam every committee na se no we take a decision be na Madam Torkornoo eteki wako court afiwe me say afiwe gare bo be ebe for rough afiwe gare ne bo be for rough Madam Torkornoo free committee meeting asena yesoto na no se amana adwene bom. Amani tia said den sinkran de siso. Into free one also oko court. Oko Supreme Court on tia oko Supreme Court. Into oko Supreme Court anadwu ya wa file. The adherence of the law has cultivated a manipulation of mental torture that has ignited the mental fortitude of the new Alliance of Human Rights Administration. The Chief Justice, on her own will as a lawyer and also as the representative of the former Chief Justices in Ghana, has acquired a suit which inaugurates the suspension of the You see, Chief Justice Torkornoo files additional processes at the Supreme Court alleging violation of her fundamental human rights and your rights in the ongoing impeachment proceedings against her. You see, anadwi wafre eyedien wafre afenyo momfa bibi to be pasona de ekoso me hututu me into be koso ma me oto me hututu me into a file additional processes. What you say? Mo amuti pizza na mudi matem no ade am kan wonti ase wa no se boto Kevin Taylor be chirichirim abuofunu wa miska Mahama na etua me ka kokiche Mahama no ma miska abuofunu me me chirichirim an Kevin de nyabotre be chirichirim odwan from me eye confirm no Kevin Taylor enti o wie na no besene call eye court o say o court a ka kire court say eye committee members no etietie de fa hodie so ada obi abuse na so obi abuse na madam ka kire near nipa na ye make sure say nipa na kogina court obi de say account obi de say for wachi ana obi ato Brazil my minister the fundamental human rights they have abused their fundamental human corn they have abused their fundamental human wheat they have actually abused their fundamental human sobolo. So she is going to file additional processes. Yeah, over finalization. Confirm not to say over file check. Nana, over file check. Inti chechemi nyina say Chief Justice Court. Hey, Ghana nkwana Chief Justice Court. Ghana nkwana Chief Justice Court say ono ontene wase. Dem be TV Ghana for the be almost set record. Right now no, it is only in Ghana and a Chief Justice Court say ontene wase. Chief Justice Akuffo result didn't was it. Now what o blackmail you ba ubedem. Fefe ko tiketwa. Me say Chief Justice say on didn't was it. Chief Justice Akuffo court open interpretation. Now wo kwase abenyi da onya adwuma. Ah heart attack etantar of now was I blackmail you be ubedem. Eno no ba sure banker ubedem. Ubetimi aye de obeso bia ubedem. In the money there constant. It is only in Ghana na Chief Justice Court. Ghana and Kwana Chief Justice Court. It has something in answer, but I'm talking to say committee for not abusing the fundamental human rights. Fundamental human rights. Into a court to say on Tinawasi. And now they be also for the catcher, you know.
Amen. Ghana lawyers, so why you 50? 1 no what's up? 145 near you Fuslam, Nugumayum. Everybody, someone Yaraba, why Amen. Council, come on. Number one tap we used to be them. Amen. Ghana lawyers, so why you 50? 1 no what's up? 145 near you Fuslam, Nugumayum. Everybody, someone Yaraba, why Amen. Council, come on. Number one tap we used to be them. Amen. Ghana lawyers, so why you 50? 1 no what's up? 145 near you Fuslam, Nugumayum. Everybody, someone Yaraba, why Amen. Council, come on. Number one tap we used to be them. Amen. Ghana lawyer.
Adole, I told you, resign. Right now, Oma committee didn't you cannot resign again. Right now, you are going to walk out of the Supreme Court with nothing. Oma afenyo marking Jimmy Way, MPP, Godfrey Dame, who is supposed to represent people with disability in Ghana. Oma small boys way Jimmy Way. Time I was starting law. Now in Kwasiafo way, they were nowhere. Because of politics. One my small boys way. Very filthy politicians. You a woman. What's not Ghana? What Bobra? Resign and tell Ghanaians, you know something, the Supreme Court is not mine. If all these things happening is going to cause chaos, and I'm sorry, let the Supreme Court go. I am Torkornoo. I can go and continue with my law firm. I can be a consultant. You go. All the perks that comes with it, you go with it. You will still be treated as a Chief Justice who resigned honorably. What my MPP Jimmy Fowe. afa nyoma ken kwase ampanyi we ya ono tumi kwaji obi yire na nipa no ne yire no ne girlfriend nua be ma de ne kwate ato akwara we 2 years enum afa nyoma ken is still following the woman. Now you are making a dirty riffraff like afa nyoma ken kaka wure good tire ho lead you this way. Right now committee now starting the juma. When you decide not to go again, you are done. So go through so you are done. What could the you were too arrogant. You were too arrogant. Arrogance. Just one ma a hantaya di mu. You won't so bad. You won't so judges da. Masa Ghana ni nya wodia. A politician I appoint you. If another politician comes and say they cannot work with you, if that is what you think, let it go. Say, even if the new party says they don't want to work with you, now the only say political. And I said the question, only say some people are trying to sabotage you. The Supreme Court is not for you. Let it go. And the Biawama MPP in Kwasiafo with small boys. You can give birth to some of them. And these little boys dragged you, have been dragging you in toilet, dragging you in KVIP, dragging you. Right now you have no credibility. Now, who person who in the committee because when you are one and go Supreme Court. In the committee because when you bibia sakwe ojuma. Why now when you go to Supreme Court? Who are you going to work with? Can't you see you are done? Arrogance. Opeje wabeti. When muna wenim debia si atasho. When a debia yama Supreme Court judge. When are your Chief Justice? You who was so basa. Now you see where you have gotten yourself into. You see what you've gotten yourself into. And this is all pure politics. You allowed small boys, dirty riffraffs, criminal politicians to mislead you into this ditch. See the embarrassment. Today, a Chief Justice petitioning that your fundamental human rights have been violated. You. Adole, I told you. Adole, I told you, maintain your level. Adole, I told you, maintain your level. Maintain your level. Brownwasi, now you're bad. So Brownwasi and Chese, Sebio Unima dear. Oh, Brownwasi and Chese, Sebio, Unya important. You are not a woman of substance. So Brownwasi and Chese, Unya intelligent. Oh, Brownwasi and Chese, Obiaji, Brownwasi. A hand time. Peja wabeti. What done it Supreme Court into your private property? Use you. Use the law to rape you. Made sure you had a lot of miscarriage. Using the law. Today, see where you are. Young men and women, young people are speaking in your face like a child. People are ridiculing you. We sit here and we make fun of you. All because you allowed politics to take over the little thing you were able to build. You are nothing. The history of Ghana will never remember you again. You and Atayi, you are out of our history books because of you. Arrogance. Arrogance. You are not different from the people who killed Koku Ninja. The people who killed Koku Ninja, those people, they can never be in our history. And you are going to also suffer the same fate. In 2, 3, 4 months, we will not remember you. Every time we go, Dimbi will be saying, wait, this is what you are living behind. Arrogance. Arrogance. You feel too important. You felt too important. Messi and the committee because I want you to Supreme Court. Because right now, what may I just say, Obi Supreme Court will be a town. So who are you going to work with? This is simple knowledge. You made these foolish politicians, foolish boys. Today you are talking about fundamental human rights. Somebody abusing you. You are an embarrassment. You have made people like us who supported women, who supported that women should take big positions. You knew you were film. French Nibeka, le Suisse la zank. Why may you say afem? Oma about to me. Sometimes Oma about to me and I usro. Some of you women and the money didn't and baby in your position in this world, especially in Africa. Some of you, these women, when you get a little bit of power, the level of arrogance you show in Mema Krampomba. The younger ones, struggle. You see somebody like Professor Nano Pokwajiman. She struggled to get to where she was today because of characters like you, Torkornoo. The arrogance, the posture, the way you take things personal. You want to run anybody down. You don't want to listen to anybody because arrogance. A didiumu, a hand into Ochina, if today, Anna Ochina, a new woman crops up, another intelligent woman, honest woman, patriotic than you, honest than you, non-partisan like you. Today, if she's brought out to be the Chief Justice, we will start thinking twice. What say chance? Millions of women. You Torkornoo, you have destroyed them. You have destroyed millions of women, young Ghanaian women. You have destroyed the opportunity. There are so many of them in the Ghana Law School. They want to be judges. They want to become chief justices. What say or more? Because now we will be scared. The trauma you have put us through, one woman, the trauma you have put this nation through, make me chief justice. Today you are telling us about your alleging that violation of your fundamental. Do you know what fundamental rights are? Fundamental rights, and they say, Omar Godfredame still became the Attorney General when we saw him as a criminal, negotiating behind the scenes when there was a case in court. That is fundamental rights. Godfredame was stepping on people's fundamental right with his 3940 leg. That fundamental right you did not understand. That was real fundamental rights. People's fundamental rights were being taken from them, and you supervise that nonsense. Do you know what fundamental rights are? It is when you tell Ghanaians that Ghana near to Canada or person better Ghana now oye juma man mine now catch Ghana for say through the Attorney General he should be sued every week, every day. That is taking somebody's fundamental rights from them. That is what you people did to Quayson. Do you understand fundamental rights? You are enjoying all the privileges today. We need you want to say the alewa. You think we are foolish? Face them and answer the questions. You took your daughter and your husband. You spend the taxpayers' money, millions. You want us to clap for you? You are crying what? Fundamental rights. Do you know what fundamental rights are? You sat in the Supreme Court, oversaw all these things happening. People's rights were taken from them. You sat there and you were laughing because the Lilliput, that tortoise in the Jubilee House, he was entertaining you. Do you think we are stupid or we forget easily? Do you know what fundamental rights are? What you are enjoying today is not fundamental. It's nobody's stepping on fundamental rights. They are giving you a lot of privilege. They are giving you a lot of room to express yourself. You have even been given opportunity to speak back. You have been given an opportunity. Because of you, we have put together a committee. You are not supposed to even be before a committee. So you, even just getting the hearing alone, you should understand that you have been given your fundamental rights back. You have everything. What are you complaining about? What do you want us to do? We are talking about people's fundamental rights that you use that your office. You abused the whole country. The nation as a whole. We were not even able to tell who was a Ghanaian because of you. You sat in front of us and told us you don't know who a Ghanaian is. That was our fundamental right. You took it away from us. A woman, one woman. Do you know what fundamental rights are? Madam, shut up, sleep, take a shower in the morning, go and face your problems. You think we are joking here?
Simply, no decision that I have made in my role as Chief Justice or in my capacity as President of a panel of the Supreme Court has come from anything but a knowledge of law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law.
Amen. Ghana lawyers, so you're 50, 5, no what's up? 45 near you, Fuslam, no good may you. There are someone here about why I am. Amen. Council, come on. Number one, up, we used to be you. Amen. Ghana lawyers, so you're 50, 5, no what's up? 45 near you, Fuslam, no good may you. There are someone here about why I am. Amen. Council, come on. Number one, up, we used to be you. Amen. Ghana lawyers, so you're 50, 5, no what's up? 45 near you, Fuslam, no good may you. There are someone here about why I am. Amen. Council, come on. Number one, up, we used to be you. Amen. Ghana lawyers, so you're 50, 5, no what's up? 45 near you, Fuslam, no good may you. There are someone here about why I am. Amen. Council, come on. Number one, up, we used to be you. Amen. Ghana lawyers.
So, madam, take a shower tonight. Have some tea. Relax with your husband. Sleep. Because tomorrow you are going again. Yeah. The law is the law. Face the law and defeat the law. We don't have time for crying, and you are a crybaby like your own lawyer, Goverdame. You are crying and Goverdame is crying. So who is going to save who? Your lawyer is a crybaby, and you too are a crybaby. So you and your lawyer, who is going to save who? Goverdame, who is your lawyer, who is supposed to represent people with disability in Ghana, he's crying. And you too, you being his client, you are also crying. So who is going to save who? Shut up and maintain your level, Adole.
Okay, abusunya we ne ensema ekoso ewo political highway so a suspended chief justice and odimrika koku dwane to a Supreme Court. Supreme Court for no masa omo say omo mfini ne emfini chante onko na onko face de so face. Ebra masesa mo je pene koku tisa audio we e de MI aha POG Media so bra mase.